مرحبا أستاذ.
هلا كيفك؟
كيفك؟ جود، أنت كيفك؟
الحمد لله. وين كنت فرايداي؟
أستاذ، تصدق إنه نسيت. عن جد نسيتها.
طيب.
شوف
كنت نايم كنت نايم؟
إمتى؟
الجمعة كنت نايم بعدك؟
نو، يا هلا كان إيه عنا في الفيزيكس.
خلصوا فيزيكس ولا بعد؟
نو، I think بعد عنا درس وناس أو درسين هيك شيء.
electricity.
Yes.
Good.
أستاذ بفان التست السيكونس هيك بفان integers.
Yes.
لا أستاذ integers صعب ها.
بعد مثل هدول.
هلا أنت بتعطي شيء بننضرب أصلا دغري.
نو.
هلا أستاذ.
هلا كيفك؟ بعطي لكل واحد منكم one question.
شو one question أستاذ؟
test sequence. كل واحد بعطيه question like this.
أستاذ نعمل ريفيو.
يلا after vacation.
هيدا عم نعمل على الفاضي.
لا بيهمني الانتجرالز، مش على الفاضي، بيهمني الانتجرالز. عم بشتغل الانتجرالز.
توماس
توماس
هي فانين اجزامين ينشف انا اختياري.
شم كده دو عمنا تاريخ زادتين تاريخ زادين كذا.
صباح. هاي
كيفك
هيك؟ أهلا. ها كريس؟ توم؟
ها؟
انت بتزادك؟
بلك تاريخ. تاريخ.
جغرافیا araçyan kam coğrafya mı da Igor? Verçi şadı sinbor tujvarek tser araperen falan.
هيدا هلا.
اوكي.
يلا استاذ نبلش.
هوديك الاكسرسايزز كانوا from mastering. These exercises are from sessions.
ايوه. Set sessions اسهل مو؟
هلا نشوف. Consider the sequence in defined by for n greater than 1 in equal 1 integral from 1 to e ln x power n over x squared dx. How to prove in positive?
نعمل اي ان
شو بنعمل؟
أستاذ أياس شنو هي؟
I don't know. How to prove I am positive? We know that if we prove that this one is positive, إذا هيدا positive بيطلع ال I am positive. How to prove this one is positive? So x is between which numbers x?
greater than 0.
X is between 1 and e. From where we know that x is between 1 and e?
From the bounds.
From the bound. What about len x?
Is greater than 0.
بصير عندنا len 1 less than or equal len x less than or equal len e. Len 1 is 0. Less than or equal 1. So len x is greater or equal to 0. Len x power n greater than or equal to 0. X squared positive. Therefore, len x over x squared to the power n positive implies in positive. Any questions about part 1?
أستاذ هون x square positive بعدين شو len
Len x to the power n over x squared is positive. How to prove in plus 1 less than or equal to in?
نعمل in minus in plus 1.
نعمل in plus 1 minus in. What is in plus 1?
Equals to from 1 to e len x n plus 1 over x square.
Len x power n plus 1 over x squared وبعدين شو بنعمل؟ شو بنعمل هكاز؟
ناخد كمان.
نحطهم same integral first. ln x power n plus 1 minus ln x power n over x squared dx. ناخد common. شو الcommon؟
ln n x to the power n.
into over x squared dx. What is the sign of this expression?
شوية ده أستاذ ln xn into
ln x minus 1. Yes, into. So we can say نحن من هون ln x is less than 1. So un plus 1. So integral من 1 ل e ln x to the power n.
من وين عرفنا ln x less than 1؟ yes.
بيطلع less than or equal to 0. يعني un plus 1 أو in plus 1 minus in. And deduce the sense of variations of un. What we can say about in. In decreasing or increasing. شو بيطلع decreasing or increasing? Decreasing. Since in plus 1 less than in, يعني in ليش justify the sequence in is convergent? Why it is convergent?
هون يعني بدنا نلاقي هيدا bounded.
No. Why it is convergent?
لأنه is decreasing وشو اسمه كان في 2 factors.
Yes, decreasing. And what is the second property?
bounded.
Bounded from below. So here, in is bounded below by 0. Since in greater than or equal to 0. In is decreasing implies in is convergent. Using integration by parts, prove this. How to use integration by parts? We have im plus 1 to the power n plus 1 How to use integration by parts? U equals what is U? What is du? V will be equal how much? then in plus 1 equals uv بصير minus 1 over x ln x to the power n into minus 1 over x dx equals إذا حطينا محل ال x e بصير عندنا minus 1 over e ln e 1 زائد 0 إذا حطينا محل x 1 بتعطينا 0 plus n plus 1 طلع على برات الانتجرال integral from 1 to e ln x power n over x square Any questions about the integral?
تلفون فوق
تلفون شو عملت؟
وين؟ أفرجيك إياها أوضح. Let u equal ln x power n plus 1 du derivative للباور بينزل يصير n plus 1 ln x to the power n times derivative لn x 1 over x. وقت بجيب derivative للباور بننزل الباور بنشيل من الباور 1 ضرب الديريفاتيف للn x 1 over x dx. dv equal 1 over x squared, then v equal x to the minus 2 integral of x to the minus 2 بصير x to the minus 1 على minus 1 بصير minus 1 over x. in plus 1 equal uv minus integral of v du. This is v. This is عفوا v du. This is du times v times minus 1 over x. First time we replace x by e بصير 1 over e ln e minus ln 1 0 ln plus 1 بتطلع لبرا بصير minus times minus plus n plus 1 ln x to the power n over x squared. يصير 1 minus 1 over e n plus 1 in. Any questions?
No, Ustaz.
Prove parts 2 and 4 that in less than or equal 1 over ne. Prove parts 2 and 4. How to use parts 2 and 4? Part 2, in plus 1 less than in. I replace in plus 1 by its value. We get the result. In plus 1 less than in. In plus 1, I put its value, minus 1 over e, plus n plus 1 in less than in. Expand, minus 1 over e plus nin plus in less than in or in 0. Then nin less than 1 over e, so in less than 1 over ne. The last part. Determine the limit as n tends to plus infinity of in. How to determine the limit as n tends to infinity? I use sandwich theorem. In is positive. I can put in between 0 and 1 over ne. In is between 0 and 1 over ne. Limit as n tends to plus infinity. Limitless 0 is 0. Limit of nin is limit of in. 1 over infinity is 0. Then limit. Okay, راح النت. Did you copy the last part? Because
Yes.
okay, this is all for today. We'll continue tomorrow.
Number بما بدنا نعمل.
شو؟ Number
B.
B. عم اعمل in is between 0. عم قلنا deduce the limit of in. In is between 0 and 1 over ne. Limit, بعمل limit on each side. Limit here. Limit لل limit لل 1 over ne. Limit لل 0 is 0 as n tends to infinity. 1 over ne, 1 over infinity is 0. By sandwich theorem, limit of in as n tends to plus infinity is 0.
اوكي استاذ خلصنا.
خلاص يلا see you.
باي باي.
Bye bye.
يلا باي.
Bye.